running the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Set, ready? 70, Indy. Get him, get him, get him.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things that I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that
now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 19-yard line.
180. Choose the mic. Hey, let's get in them holes. I got it.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, wahoo.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
You ain't doing nothing to break.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Mayfield to throw it. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
6-6, pull it high.
First down, a run with Cohen. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, they look a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Set, 180. Check 52's the mic. Let's put him on the buses.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll run on first down. Armstrong. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Clifford. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Cohen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Clifford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifford. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. On the draw, this is Cohen. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Operating from the gun. Clifford in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The sack cost them only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Go!
Their own 20-yard line.
180! Check right!
First down, Mayfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much...
Touchdown, Jaguars! As his guys are in for 6, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Kings! 51 to Mike, boys, 51.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, high 7. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Quit talking about it. Hurry. Mike 51. Mike 51.
And again, it's Mayfield. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Sponge. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Watch out.
They'll run on first down. Armstrong looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Mayfield down. They set up the screen to Chubb. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get a bit closer. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The final shot before break. Clifford eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. That'll be taken in the end zone.
We got this.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go one more. Let's go.
They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Clifford. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen, and some room to work. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 25-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. This side, baby.
On first down, Brooks. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Now they'll run it with Cohen, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side. It's Armstrong, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That second down play nets a -4.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
They're going to try and throw. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Following the penalty, Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check it out,
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Mayfield. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
Let him know.
They'll try and throw for it here. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Marshall's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Chubb on first down, not going to go anywhere as he'll lose 3 on that one. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Mayfield now from the 50. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Clifford over the middle, complete to Samuel. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, well, if they're humming along.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Deion Jones, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 2nd and long. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Off the play fake. Clifford. Wilson's got it complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
44, Mike, 44. Watch the pass. Here we go.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From the gun, Clifford, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Looking to throw. Clifford, and he's going to go down again. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He was waving to him like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. A run for Nick Chubb. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll run on 1st down. It's Brooks. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
6-6, bullet high. Get it.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Read. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shoot.
Now Cohen. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Boom.